Okay, guys, I am back with my garden and I am so ready to get things going that I got a lot of stuff that's right here at my door that's already that I have already planted in and everything like that. I planted some of the stuff already in here because I wanted to be able to grow like right in front of me, and then I'll put it in the ground. Last year I didn't do that. I kept them in the pots and they did so good. I got a lot of tomatoes, a lot of bell pepper, squash, zucchini. I got so much stuff. So I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that I am doing right now that's right here at my door. I have a red bell pepper. That's a red bell pepper, guys. I'm telling you, I love bell peppers, especially if they're raw or even if they sauteed. It is so good to have some bell pepper and onion together, because not only does it taste good, it smells so good throughout your house, and that's like a blessing. So I'm putting in a red one because I wanted to be able to grow with my green ones that are growing. And then this right here, guys, is a squash. This is my yellow squash, and it's actually the crook neck this year, because I said, okay, I tried the straight neck last year, so let me try the crook neck and see what happens. And so far, this is it. It's growing out pretty good so far, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm gonna show you guys my blueberry plant after all of this, because believe it or not, I haven't even put it in as of yet. And I said blueberry. I meant blackberry, guys. It's a blackberry. And I'm telling you, I figured I had a blueberry. I still do. I have it. And I actually cover it up, because what happens is we have the birds that come and eat it and stuff like that. But as long as I have it covered up, I'm able to get so many blueberries out of there. And I'm telling you, my young people up in here, they eat them like they're theirs and stuff like that. And so, I mean, which they are theirs. I shouldn't say like they're theirs, but you know, like they're the only ones, and they just eat all the blueberries. And blueberries are actually good for you, especially if you have diabetes or something like that. You can put it off in your oatmeal and make your oatmeal taste really good and stuff. So I'm gonna show you my blueberry and my blackberry, so you'll be able to see it. Now this right here, guys, this is something that I pretty much kill every year, and I'm actually trying not to kill it this time, and I don't even know how I do it, but this is the cucumber. And these are the green cucumbers, because last year I had cucumbers, and believe it or not, it mixed with my squash, so it turned yellow. And so believe it or not, I was scared to eat it. But what I should have done was tasted it at least, to say, okay, I tasted it, it tastes still like a cucumber or what have you. But it was a yellow cucumber, and I've never seen a yellow cucumber before. That was something new for me. But nevertheless, this year I'm not going to put them close together so they won't mix up or anything like that. Even though it was good, I still at least got one out of there, because usually I kill the cucumbers, just simply kill them. But anyway, here are my tomatoes. And see how pretty they're coming up so far. And I am so happy about the tomatoes. I know they say, like, if you have diabetes or something like that, you're not supposed to eat tomatoes. They said something that can cause your sugar level to go up too high. And for me, I'm going, it's a tomato, it's a vegetable, it's something that God made. You should be able to eat that without any problem, without having any problems with anything whatsoever. You should be able to have that. That should be okay for you. So we shall see. I still eat tomatoes, even though they made me a type 2 diabetic. I still eat it. I like them. And in actuality, it does not even boost up my sugar level, which is actually like the best thing ever, is to not be boosted up. But nevertheless, there it is. There's my tomatoes. It is coming up pretty fast. Believe it was all small, but now it's really big, so I'm enjoying it. Now in here, guys, this is a bunch of corn. You guys know how I always plant corn every year, and this is my corn. I put it in the pot, and then what's going to happen is, as soon as they grow up just a little bit more, I'm going to put them in the ground, and hopefully they'll be up there for 110 days, if I want to say. 110 days is so close to August. So we're going to see about that corn. if it comes out pretty good, because a lot of times we have corn and all the little kernels never come in. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna go look it up or something like that just to find out. Okay guys, here's my lemon tree. Look at it. I brought it in the house. It sat in the warmth and it still looked like someone just took it and chopped it up. That's what the interesting part is. It looked all chopped up. And so I'm praying that it's gonna turn back okay, because that's something that I really, really want, is that lemon tree. And this one is looking very messed up, but I don't know if it'll be a problem. So I'll leave it out here in the sun and need to get some sun and all that. And so hopefully it'll grow back. So I got my fingers crossed on that. Okay guys, here's another one that I'm doing. Now believe it or not, this one actually has corn that's in it. If you can see the corn, that's the corn. See the corn? But then it has some greens in here. And these are all turnip greens. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this corn out and I'm gonna put it into the ground. And it should grow up within that 100 days that I'm talking about. Now that other one that I just showed you, those are new seeds that are growing up. But these right here, they've been in there for a minute. And so still got 100 days, no matter what. And so I'm praying that they're gonna come out good. Because believe it or not, the ground here, you can see it, the dirt here is like really not good. I don't know what they do over there. They really are able to grow cotton, corn. They do so many things over there in that garden over there. I call it a garden, but that's food that we eat. Believe it or not, we don't take it or anything because we feel like that it's not ours, so we don't take it. You know, they sell it to us at the store and everything like that. They have corn. They have all your clothes that you get, the cotton. They have a cotton place here, and you're able to actually get all that stuff from them. And so we never ever take it because it's not fair, it's not ours. So but we use our own stuff. And so here's some more greens. They still turnip greens. I like turnip greens, and believe it or not, and mustard greens. I haven't liked collard greens for a while because we used to eat them all the time. And I've gotten kind of turned off from them. I will eat them, but they're not something that I actually want. I never have like a craving for it or anything like that. Okay guys, here's my orange. You see my oranges? And look, it brought in some new leaves at the bottom. But look at the top. There are absolutely no leaves on there. I said, what did we do by bringing it in the house? You would think that if we brought it in the house that it would be okay. But sometimes it's just not okay, no matter what you do. When it comes to some of the fruits and vegetables, you have to be able to just put them where they belong and where they are supposed to be. And maybe cover them up with something, because as you can see, the orange tree, the good thing is it put off some more leaves. But the bad thing, the top part, all the leaves are gone. And I had oranges on there, and someone came and they did some little something to it and and took all the oranges off. I'm like, who would do that? Who would do that to me? But they did it nevertheless. And so whoever did it, I just kind of feel like it's okay. Okay guys, here is my other blueberry. See it? That's pretty nice. And so what's gonna happen is we're gonna cover it up, because if we don't, every little blueberry on there will be gone. All the birds will come and just eat it up. And you see how we got a lot of blueberries? There's a whole lot of them on there already. But if we don't cover it up, that blueberry is gone. Believe it or not, I bought a new blueberry to go in there. But as you can see, it's like a little bitty blueberry. So I'm hoping that it's gonna catch up with this one. And if so, that's gonna be great. So we're gonna cover that up soon, because we do not want the birds to come and eat up our blueberry. So, and as you can see, I have a lot of stuff out here right now, and that's only because I'm setting up everything. So you see my grapes over there? They're coming along. There are no grapes on it yet, but in the next month, it's gonna be so many grapes on there, so many. And as you can see, we're trying to move the branches over someplace in order to be able to grow. So it's what it is, guys. It's what it is. We're trying to fix it up. As you can see, my watermelon is still over there. Is still over there. So I'm actually in here, and you can see, believe it or not, I hope I'm showing it. Yeah, no, I thought it was, but it's not. I thought it was a watermelon seed that just came up, but it's not. But here's one. There's a nice watermelon. There's one that grew up already. And so on this side, believe it or not, I'm actually thinking about taking it out because I came out here and there were a bunch of ants in here again. Only on this side, not on this side. I don't know what's going on over here that's not going on over here, that we have so many ants. And so what I have decided to do is put in some hot water, because hot water actually kills them. So you just have to, I would just have to do that. I would just have to come and just pour lots and lots of hot water in here in order to stop that from, the ants from taking over this spot. I don't know why they keep doing it. This is every single year that I kill them off. And I hate to kill God's creation, but I kill them off and they're still taking over that spot over there. So I don't know what's going to happen with my watermelon on that side. I may have to pull it out, take all that dirt out, and add some new dirt in it because, the ants are really taking that spot over. So we shall see, guys, because last year, even though I got some watermelon out, I didn't get a whole bunch of them like I usually do. And so I'm a little distressed about that because usually I get a bunch of watermelon. And then I had a lot of watermelon that actually burst as soon as they hit the ground, because I think it's because we got this plastic down here. And we put the plastic down here just to make the whole garden look nice. You see, we just wanted it to look nice. And we got some stuff out right now, but we're going to be pulling it all out of here. So we're going to be fixing it up and everything like that. But this whole side for the watermelon, I don't know. I may have to find a little spot someplace and make a whole nother watermelon batch just for this side, because that side right there is doing pretty good. And we end up with a whole bunch of them. But last year, we got a lot. I mean, I was able to give some watermelon out, but usually I'm able to give out lots of watermelon. But not this time. Not last time, I should say. But let's hope for this time. Because as you see, there is a watermelon right there. It's right there. So let's hope so. Okay, guys, here are my bell pepper. These are the green bell pepper. I showed you the red one that was still in the pot, but these are actually in the ground. And I put these in maybe about, I want to say maybe 2 weeks now, that they're all up really high. And they're no longer seeds. They're actually green bell pepper. So we're going to see how that's going to come out. I'm thinking that it's going to come out nice. So let's hope so. But what I was telling you about was this, I'm going to bring you guys up to speed when it comes to over there. You see how they have the field already dug out? And you already know, I mean, I never know what it is until it actually starts growing up. But I never walk over there, even though, as you can see, it's all open to me. I never walk over there and bother anything that belongs to them. But they have it growing in that dirt. And I'm trying to figure out what is it that they're putting over there that's making them, or they're able to grow up some really nice food. Corn, like I said, cotton, just so much stuff. So every year is something different. So I don't know what it's going to be this year, but I never bother it because it's not mine. So I never bother it. So, but anyway, let me bring you over here. Believe it or not, this is my zucchini in here. As you can see, I got it all closed in. And this part right here, I'm gonna actually grab together, and it's gonna be like on a little pin. And the reason why I'm gonna be grabbing this in is because I'm gonna tell you guys, the bugs seem to really like my zucchini. They like it a lot. Even though I grow a whole bunch of them, they come and they just stick on them, and then eventually you get some of the zucchini off, but then they kill it. And so I said, well, this year I'm covering up all my stuff. It's going to be covered up like this, and then, so the bugs won't be able to get in there and just kill the zucchini or kill the squash, the yellow squash, or my bell pepper or anything like that. Even though last year my bell pepper were really good. I had some more, like I said, with the watermelon, really good, but not everything, because the bugs were trying to just take it all. So I figure, you see all this right here? That's the same thing that's on there. This is gonna go around my plants. They're gonna go around my plants so I can save the plants. I'm gonna save them, because I always want to learn how to grow things. As you can see, oh, look at that. I got grapes up there already. I didn't know that. It's a whole bunch of them. But this year, guys, I'm laughing because last year I put that spray on them. It was with oil and water, and it was supposed to be able to keep bugs off or anything, and it just burned up my grapes. So that was like weird. So let me show you. See, look at that. Those are grapes. You can't really tell. Let me see. You see that? Those are grapes. And when they come up here, it's gonna be so many of them. And then this year, I get a chance to eat them because they won't be burned all up. I get an opportunity to bring some in my house. And as you can see, this is what we have gone through to get to just move the branches around. I keep telling my husband, I say, honey, we need to be able to add more of this right here. We need to add more of this, and just have it going straight across, and then that way we don't have to put it up there like that. It'll just go straight on across. And so he says, no, this is gonna be okay. So it still looks nice. So I'm just laughing about it because it's just so much, it's almost like just cut that part off or something like that. And as you can see, my plants that was over there, they done grew over on this side. So we're keeping all of it. We're gonna keep all this stuff. As you can see, I love that right there. But it has grown up, and we are not bothering it. And so I do have some loofah that I have. Believe it or not, I have put some loofahs in a pot to try to get the loofahs growing. And they had grown and everything. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to have some nice loofah. This is going to be nice. And believe it or not, the weather here had changed. The weather had changed, and by the weather changing, it killed off the loofah. So I put some new seeds in, and so we're kind of going from there. So as you'll see, in a couple of days, all of this will be cleaned back up. I'll have it so pretty out here. I'll have my corn in its place where it's supposed to go. And then I'm just going to be so happy because this is where we usually put our corn. But I'm going to see about putting the corn someplace else because I don't know what I'm doing wrong with the corn, to be honest. I don't really know. I follow the instructions. I put the seeds in. It grows up so nice. They look so pretty. And then you go to open them and the whole thing isn't even on there. And so I'm like, oh, my corn. Now, I will say last year when we got 1 ear of corn, my husband, it was 1 ear of corn, but it was still missing some little kernels on it. He ate that one and he said it tastes really good. Now, we never put any pesticides or stuff like that on our food. We actually wanted to turn out to be just right with not putting pesticides and all that stuff to to kill you and your plants. So, and then we want to learn how to be, we don't want to be a farmer where we're selling food or anything like that. We just want it for our own family. And you know, once you have your young people, they want to eat, they want to do a lot of stuff. And so for them to be able to do that, we want to be able to learn how to put all these things together. We want to learn how to do this because we think it's like a blessing. But these will be covered. They will be covered up. Oh, and I did tell you about my Blackberry. Here's my Blackberry. See? That's my Blackberry right there. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be putting that in a pot. It's going to go into one of these pots until it gets bigger. Once it gets bigger, then that's it. But anyway, here's my loofah. Let me show you my loofah. There's my loofah. And so I had to put another seed in there. And so that one's growing up. So, but all this stuff is going to be moved. We'll have our umbrella back out and a few things that's going to be happening out here in this yard. And we're just going to enjoy ourselves because we like spending time together as a family. You know, it's a lot of us, but we like each other a whole lot. And so for me, I'm going to love up on my family more than I have before because they are the best things ever. And so I'm going to tell you guys, I'm glad I'm back and we're ready to get this going, this whole garden. And I'm telling you, if anybody wants some after we fixed it all up, because I know what I want to say before I let you guys go. With my zucchini and my squash this year, I am going to cut them and then I'm going to seal them and I'm going to put them in the freezer because last year I did lose some because I was taking too long to cook it and then it started rotting out. So I said, nope, not this year. This year it's going in the freezer. I'm going to cut them and they're going to go in the freezer and we're going to enjoy it. So just continue to keep me in your prayers, guys, because I want to be able to have me some good food. And so you never know when trouble is going to hit and that you don't have any food. You don't know, you can't plant it anywhere because you don't know how to do it. You don't know how long to take. And so I'm learning. And so I want to be able to share all this food with anybody that wants some too, just because you never know. And if I were you guys, I would learn this. I don't have to say it to the people who live here because they already do it, but I'm talking about you people out there who have never had a garden. You're used to going up to the grocery store to buy groceries and stuff like that. I'm talking to you, and you need to go and learn this whole thing of putting plants together and getting some food out, waiting for it, and then save it. Don't spend it, just save it for yourself. Put it in the freezer, and then you can, believe it or not, if you do that, you can eat throughout the winter. You wouldn't even have to go to the store. If you did it right, you would not have to go to the store. But you know how we do it. You know how we do it. We do it our way. And so right now, I'm just going to say, I'm going to enjoy this time together. I mean, I said together, like we are together, but I'm saying I'm going to enjoy this whole thing of putting these plants together and making sure that we're able to get something out of it. Now, I do have one friend who asked me for some tomatoes. She liked the green ones like I do. And believe it or not, I know how to put the green ones together and fix them up and make them all nice and everything. And I told her, I said, I'm going to give her some. And so this year when this thing grows up and more are coming out, I'm going to give her one. It won't be one, it'll be several. And then she's able to cut them and fix them up at home. Okay, guys. Well, it has been a blessing talking to all of you guys. And I am back when it comes to my garden. So you guys stay tuned for more gardening information. And I'm going to show you how I put it together and how I did it and what I fed it and all that stuff, because I try to give it some good food, not pest control or anything like that. So you guys have a great day. You have been a blessing. And thank you so much for coming and sharing this. I will put this up on YouTube for you guys. Alrighty. You have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.